The most recent generation, Beyblade X, has become more than just a children's game. It has developed into more of a sport, which has adults and people of all ages taking it to the next level. Some train in various ways, like battling every day, practicing, launching, or even hitting the gym to get stronger power for those launches. The gym has positive results for Beyblade, but where do you even start? And what workouts can you even do to help you get stronger? Well, today I created a team that's going to help us make the ultimate Beyblade workout routine. So without further ado, let's hear what our friends in the field have to say to help us get stronger and what workouts we can do in the gym. Yo, what's up guys? I know why you're here today. You're here to learn and find out what the ultimate Beyblade workout is. And I have some awesome players here today to help us in our quest to get strong for Beyblade. So on my right, I have
Beyblader Nick, certified personal trainer, kinesiology degree, and got my teaching credentials with an emphasis in physical education.
All right, and we have on our left,
I'm Beef. I'm also a certified personal trainer, and I've been personal training for around almost a year now, but we show you how to get big and strong.
All right, guys, so let's dive in to this Beyblade workout routine. So today we're going to be focusing on some specific muscle groups, that being the triceps, the chest, the back, the shoulders, and the biceps. And we're going to have Nick focus on tris, chest, and biceps, and Beef here will focus on back and shoulders. All right, so Nick, let's cover tris today.
So for triceps, we're mostly gonna stick on the cable machines today. We're gonna do 3 movements. You have 3 parts to your tricep. You have your lateral, long, and medial. Most tricep exercises are all compound movements, so you're gonna hit pretty much the whole tricep in every movement. But nonetheless, we're gonna attempt to isolate each area today just to make sure we really do hit all 3 parts of the tricep super well.
All right, let's hit triceps and see how we do in the gym.
All 3 exercises that we're gonna do for triceps are actually gonna be on this one cable machine right here. I'm gonna show you all 3 that we're gonna do. We're gonna make sure we hit all 3 parts of the tricep really well. And these exercise movements will do that. You're gonna wanna go a little lighter for higher reps than going super heavy. I like to be in the 10 to 15 rep range. First one that we're gonna do is a little tricep pull down. You're gonna keep your elbow nice and tucked. And when you go to do it, you're just gonna pull your fist back to about your hip. And the big one is making sure your elbow's not moving. You don't wanna be having it come up here to go like that. That's an absolute waste. You're kinda just moving weight around. So use your elbow, it's called a hinge joint, just like kinda like a door hinge. So elbow's in place, nice in here. Come back, just like that. Some of the cues, when you get to here, give it a nice squeeze, and then go slowly on the way back. So this is gonna be your concentric movement here. It could be nice and fast. Then your eccentric, nice and slow on the way up and controlled. And when I say fast, I don't mean out of control or anything like that. You want it to be controlled, but it's definitely much more important that you're going nice and slow on the way up for this. The next tricep exercise we're gonna do, very similar, but just a tiny bit different. Again, get your elbow nice and locked into place. And then you're gonna come out here, bring it out to the side. I try to keep the cable roughly parallel with my arm here. So I'm not like out to here, I'm not down here. So when I go across, it's kind of going across my arm. So elbow in place, hold the squeeze, nice controlled on the way up. Fast concentric, hold the squeeze, controlled eccentric. And really don't cheat yourself on this slow part going up. You are building more muscle on this part here than you're building going down like this. So when you see some people doing this, no, you gotta come out of the full stretch. Get it all the way up, here, hold that squeeze, go there. The one thing I'll say about the squeeze is some people say it's not needed, and there is validity to it, but for many people that holding that squeeze gets the mind-muscle connection really strong, I would highly recommend holding that squeeze for a sec, just so you can really be sure to feel it in your tricep the whole time. And then the last one that's gonna really round off your triceps a lot, drop this down to about knee height roughly. It's okay if it's off by an inch or 2, but roughly knee height. And this is the part that's like kind of right here. This part gets kind of soft for a lot of people, because it isn't necessarily hit that directly with a lot of the tricep pushdowns. And I would say tricep pushdown is definitely the most common tricep movements. So this could be replaced with skull crushers if you want to do skull crushers. I just really like doing everything isolated, because when you get tired at the end of the workout, it's so easy to cheat one side or the other side. So I like to kind of just make sure I have everything isolated so I don't cheat. It's like this. And I'm gonna try to keep this lined up with my spine. So I shouldn't be like over here like this or way over here like that. Nice here. Up, hold that squeeze. Slowly on the way down, and don't cheat yourself. Don't stop here. Let the rope pull you back. So this is another one for this part movement. Going up can be kind of fast if you want it to, like that, and then slowly on the way down, nice and controlled. And if you're wondering timing, it should be about 3 seconds on the way down. So fast, 1, 2, 3, hold the stretch. Fast concentric, hold the squeeze, 1, 2, 3. Just like that, and those 3 exercises will build the whole tricep in, out. And the tricep's important because when you're flexing, if this part doesn't dip down, it doesn't really look that cool.
So the next muscle group we're gonna focus on now is chest. So let's take it away, Nick.
Today is gonna be pretty easy for chest. Usually you would wanna torch it from a million different angles. However, this connective tissue area connecting your chest into your delts is really all we're gonna have to focus on today for Beyblade, which is mostly just gonna be fly movements, which isn't too bad because you get to sit your butt down the whole time.
All right, so let's try it in the gym.
For this part, we're gonna hit the flies because the main part of the chest we wanna work out is this connected area here. So we're gonna want a really big range of motion. So first thing you're gonna do is make sure this is set all the way back. Set all the way back, just like that. We're gonna come here, hold this for a second, and then slowly on your way back. And really get a good range of motion on this. Going like this, and just cranking out these, that's 0 reps. 0, that's none the whole time. So make sure you're getting all the way back. The weight should just be touching. Hold the stretch for a sec. Here, hold the squeeze. Slowly on the way back. And then when you want to progressive overload this, make it a little harder, a little tougher, get here, squeeze the elbows, squeeze them back out, and then go out. You are going to be shocked at how much squeezing the elbows absolutely torches your entire chest. I would say squeezing the elbows at the end takes more work and is gonna burn more than the rest of the entire exercise combined. So really focus on that tight squeeze, controlled the way back. So in summary, fast concentric, squeeze, slow eccentric, hold the stretch, fast concentric, squeeze, slow eccentric, hold the stretch, and keep repeating. This is another one. This one you don't have to really go too light. I would definitely say this is more of a moderate to heavier lift for sure.
All right, guys. So last, let's focus on the biceps.
These honestly are actually not important at all for Beyblade. I'm not gonna lie, they're completely deactivated. But if you're gonna hit shoulders, back, chest, and triceps, it's gonna be kind of silly to not just hit your biceps at that point.
All right. So let's see what bicep workouts we can do in the gym.
So the first exercise we're gonna do is really focusing on our time under tension. And then the other 2 we're gonna do aren't as nearly as time under tension focused. So first thing you're gonna wanna do is lean back like this. As you can see, it creates a crazy range of motion. If I'm standing up, the weights are just at my sides like this. But if I'm sitting down, the weights drop significantly past the sides of my legs, creating an insane range of motion. So we're gonna come up, and then you're gonna hold the arm you're not curling with. Nice and slow all the way down, back up. Slow on the way down, let it stretch, come back up, and really squeeze. Don't deactivate here. It's really easy to have it come all the way up here, rest it here, but then that deactivates your bicep. Don't do that. Keep it out a little bit, and keep your biceps really activated. So I come all the way up to my chest, and then I go back down a few inches and hold it out there. These ones, you want a really modest amount of weight. You're probably thinking, Nick, you're just lifting super light for demonstrational purposes, but I'm not. You do not need to go heavy on this. These 25s, when I do 15 reps of this and I do 4 sets, my arms literally feel like they are about to fall off. So again, in summary, you're gonna go slow on the way down, stretch, come up, squeeze, hold it there, and rotate. And you want a little angle. You don't want to be directly in front of you like this. You want to be a little flared out to the side like that. All right, this next exercise, we're gonna really want to focus on the short head of the bicep. So you got 2 parts. You got your long head here, and then your short head. Ironically, the short head's like twice as long as the long head. But when you're flexing, the short head is the part pushing this up that makes it look like you have a big bicep. So if you're like, dude, I hit biceps all the time, they're not really growing, you might just be hitting this outside part and you're really not torching this inside part like you want to. This is gonna feel a little unnatural at the start, but this is what's gonna give you really good looking biceps when you flex. Arms out to the side, get that head back, and you're gonna come up, squeeze, go nice and slow on the way down, come up, squeeze. And again, make sure this is nothing, that's 0 reps. You're not even like really activating. Get all the way down, let it stretch to the floor, and then come up out of that deep stretch. And again, this you really don't have to use too heavy of weights. I only use a few more pounds than this for my normal sets when I'm not talking. And it's gonna torch you. Again, about 12 to 15 reps, 3 to 4 sets, and your arms are gonna feel like they're gonna fall off.
All right, guys, so now we've moved on to the next level of muscle groups, the back. So let's take it away with Beef. What do you got to say?
Yep. Since we're doing back, we're gonna do a lot of pulling today, to pull the ripcord. So a lot of cable machines, maybe a little bit of dumbbells, but we're just gonna stick to that for today.
All right, let's try it in the gym.
All right, for our back, we are on the lat pull down machine. So let's find yourself one of these bars right here, big old handles. You're gonna set yourself down onto the seats. First thing you're gonna do, lock yourself down, push it all the way down so your knees don't move. Find a good weight to start off with, something that challenges you, where you get a decent amount of reps in, around 8 to 12. So once again, sit down, grab the bar just about shoulder width, and all we're gonna do is bring the bar all the way down, squeezing our lats at the bottom, and then slowly bring it back up. What you don't wanna do is swing and do some of this. Don't do this. You wanna control your reps so you actually feel the contraction throughout the whole exercise. All right, so once again, don't swing, control your movements. And that's the lat pull down. All right, coming from the lat pull down machine, we are going to the low row. So you're sitting down, that lat pull down machine is gonna give you wings, but this is gonna give you that girth that you want for your back. How you're gonna do this is grab one of these handles right here, put a good weight on first, actually, and then grab onto your handles, push off, slide back into your seat. How I like to do this is I like to stay completely upright, strict. So no rowing back like this. All we're doing is bringing our elbow to our side. So I'm gonna do, pull, squeezing your lats. Try to get the bar or the handle to touch your stomach, and then let it go. On the way back down, you don't wanna just let it go. You wanna control it all the way. So controlled to you, controlled on the way back. Get most of that contraction so we get a big old back. So squeeze, squeeze, there you go.
All right, guys, now that we hit back, let's move on to shoulders.
All right, for our shoulders, we're gonna hit our rear delts, our middle, and our front delts. Our rear delt is often neglected, but it is needed for that strong pulling motion when we are ripping our bays. So we're gonna hit a little bit of dumbbells, mostly machines for today. But let's get in there, get some weights.
Yeah, let's hit it in the gym.
Hey guys, hitting our rear delts, we're gonna be back on this cable machine right here. Grabbing ourselves one of these attachments, get your ropes, either 1 or 2. We're gonna hold our hands on the rope, gonna pull the rope at, leaning back, and you're just gonna pull this rope towards your forehead. So towards your eyeballs, really. Hold it back for a second. You're gonna feel your rear delts just go on fire, and you're gonna slowly lower it back down and bring it back up, squeezing out at the top. and then lower it back down. For the weight on this, I recommend going kind of light. The rear delt is tough to hit. So 8 to 12 reps, staying light, get that nice contraction in as you go. But that is a face pull for you. All right, our next exercise, still hitting the cable machine. We're gonna hit our side delt doing a delt raise. We're gonna lower the rope all the way down to the floor. Grab yourself a D handle. You're gonna put your hand through the handle, grab onto the rope at the end. Line yourself up with the pole, lean out to the side, hold on to the rail. And all you're gonna do, bring your arm out to the side, hold it for a sec, bring it down. For this one as well, just 8 to 10, couple reps. You're gonna go light because this is a hard movement to hit. But 8 to 12, up and down, up and down. In your side delts. All right guys, we are at the dumbbells. If your cable machine is taken, you have some weights, just go grab a seat, get 2 dumbbells. We're gonna do some rear delt flies with these dumbbells right here. What we're gonna do, sit down at the edge of your seat, lean all the way forward. Your dumbbells are gonna hang between your seats. And what you're gonna do, slight bend in your elbow, raise that dumbbell all the way up, squeeze, bring it down. You only need to do a couple of these and your rear delts are gonna be on fire. I recommend starting light and go heavier as you go. Find a good weight to start off with and then just progress from there. But rep these out, it's gonna burn rear delt flies.
All right, guys, we are done for our workout day. But honestly, even though the gym feels amazing, I'd rather be home practicing my launchers with my ripcord, if I'm being honest.
Fair enough.
What do you got to say, Nick, about that?
At the end of the day, yeah, practicing your launches is gonna get you way further. Being in the gym for 10, 12 hours is gonna result in very little muscle growth. It's something you need to do every single week, every month, all year, as to where practicing your launches for 10 to 12 hours, even just that one time, can actually transcend you into another level. And not gonna lie, also getting kind of jacked and Beyblading can be kind of expensive because I break my winder launchers like every single tournament, going for insane speed. So unless you're down to buy 2 or 3 winders per week, sometimes the muscle can actually kind of just screw you over. I'm not gonna lie.
That is true.
Yeah.
What do you gotta say?
I'd say if you want strong launches, you gotta be strong yourself.
All right. All right, what about your string launches?
String launches.
All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys can incorporate this kind of routine in your workouts, and I hope it helped you regardless, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to help you, even if it might not actually help you too much in the stadium. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the flip side, and remember to keep on spinning.